When Jernigan went up, switched hands, slammed it. I'll be honest, if I were on your team, I'd have been like, oh, my hammy coach, I got to get on the bus. How did you get your guys to keep playing after that type of play? Because that's something you don't see every day at any level. Yeah. And that resiliency, how'd you instill that in them after that?
My kids are tough. They're just tough. We don't get any respect anywhere.
Pollock elects to take the three and nails it. Hunter Pollock went up like a wide receiver to save the possession and ends up hitting a three. Lead back down to 8 for Chesterton.
And as he said in the Heisman Trophy speech, love Southeast Ohio. It's a match made in heaven. The Bengals and Joe Burrow. It'll be great for
Chesterton, 21-2 this season. An incredible 31-game home winning streak. They won't need to worry about that until next season. But they're trying to win the section for back-to-back years. They won it a year ago. They're a better team this year. In fact, the best Chesterton team by record since 2008, over a whole decade ago. But unfortunately, because of the draw, they didn't get a bye. So they'll have to win 2 more games after tonight to be sectional champs.
Well, I think they have a little more depth this year. And you have some guys, and you can see you got Wadding, you got some guys on the bench right now, and they can afford to do that. Because they have some guys that are grinders, and they're going to work on the defensive end and do the little things that you talked about in order to get them to Friday night.
Red Devils just trying to survive tonight on Tuesday. They have the basketball down by 12, their largest deficit of this one. Vasco overhead pass Chavez, elects to shoot the three and nails it. Tyson Chavez, 5 points tonight.
He's going to have to heat up here and quickly.
Grayson, skip pass into the corner, Charlie Eaton. Back to Grayson. He'll retreat out to the wing. So smooth with the basketball, the sophomore guard, Travis Grayson.
See, he's poised. You know, he doesn't look pressured at all. He just dribbled from one side of the court to the other without any hesitation.
And that comes from confidence with your ball handling ability.
And being there before. You know, he's done it before.
Grayson drives baseline, soft touch and scores. That takes some confidence coming from a sophomore. Lead back to 11. Quick double team near midcourt. Vasco in some trouble. Fires up a Hail Mary, caught by Pollock on the floor. Finds Chavez in the corner. Back to Pollock. Elects to take the three and nails it. Hunter Pollock went up like a wide receiver to save the possession and ends up hitting a three. Lead back down to 8 for Chesterton.
I like it. There's doing all of this with Manis sitting at the scorer's table trying to get in.
But there's a dagger three from Vanderwood on the other side. And boy, if you're the Red Devils, you'd really would have loved for that three from Tyler Vanderwood, who has not scored tonight, to rattle out. But Vanderwood, a 38% three-point shooter, open from the point. It's going to go down more times than not. And it brings the lead back to 11 for the Trojans with a minute to go here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, they got to keep getting good possessions here. Just get a good quality shot. There's no hurry yet. There's a long way to go.
Red Devils just trying to hang in there. This Trojan team only lost twice this season. 3 taken Stojancic. Couldn't get it to go. Newcomb battles for an offensive rebound and finds Chris Manis. Manis from the free throw line, knocked out of his hands. Good hustle play, Chavez to keep it alive. Chavez escaping Grayson. Nice pass, Newcomb. Back to Pollock. Does he have another one? He does. Hunter Pollock, back-to-back threes. Lead down to 8 for Chesterton.
What I like is that somebody other than Manis stepping up right now. You know, he's their money guy, but right now their other guys are keeping him from hanging in.
Red Devils of Lowell refusing to go away. Hunter Pollock off the bench, the sophomore with 2 threes to keep him in it in the third quarter. 10 seconds to go, quarter 3. 8-point lead Trojans. Grayson at the Viking logo here in Valparaiso. 3 on the clock. Grayson into the corner. Vanderwood missed it at the buzzer. No shot coming at the end of the quarter, and we head to the fourth. Red Devils refuse to go away. Can Chesterton put them away in quarter number 4? Find out next. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Dominance. A word fitting of the 5th perfect regular season in Trimble history. The Tomcats outscored their opponents 448-6, punishing every team in their path. So who's the next team in Trimble's way? Bring on the Indians. Salineville Southern sits at 10-0, having won 20 of their last 21 games. A senior-packed squad that isn't scared of Trimble's point differential. The Indians never let a team closer than 3 scores. The setting of this titanic struggle? Gloucester Memorial. A venue with a new school look and an old school feel. A setting perfect to start the path to camp. Because greatness for Trimble isn't made in October. It's made now, in the playoffs. Expectations in November, they aren't easy to handle. But Trimble is made for the pressure. November nights are chilly, and the hits sting a little more. Good. Trimble loves the pain. November games bring tough opponents. Awesome. Tomcats love the challenge. And Trimble plays to win. Tomcats are made in November. Tomcats are made under pressure. And the Tomcats will try to turn the dreams of this postseason into a reality. Playoff football and the game of the week starts right now.
Now let's go over what happened that junior year. Joe Burrow comes into camp at LSU, a major program in a new state he had never been to, with a coach that speaks a language some might not consider English, right? He comes in August 4th, Nathan. August 4th, no camp, nothing. Was in a quarterback competition. Remember, won the quarterback competition, led LSU to a 9-3 record and a Fiesta Bowl victory. Everybody's shouting from the rooftops that Justin Herbert in the Rose Bowl is what should get him drafted in the top 5. Joe Burrow, his junior year, won the Fiesta Bowl, throwing for over 400 yards by the end of the season. That year, LSU also led the NCAA in drops. He gets a full offseason. Every single wide receiver and running back on the team said they learned from Joe Burrow every week, that his motivation is what got them from leading the NCAA in drops to one of the best receiving corps of all time. He led that team the same way he led Athens High School. The jump from LSU, the talent around him, all these guys getting drafted, it's about him. It's not this one-year wonder thing, because we saw it in Athens High School. Athens High School had never won a playoff game ever before Joe Burrow was the starting quarterback. There had never been a D1 player. There had been rare D1 players out of Athens. They had 5 in his graduating class. So is it a coincidence that there's a bunch of talent around Joe Burrow all the time? Or does Joe Burrow, like every great quarterback does, elevate everybody around him? That's what happened at LSU. If he'd have been there from his freshman year, he'd have been breaking records by his sophomore year. I truly believe that. It's a culmination of so many things. I can't believe it's happening. I can't believe a kid from Southeast Ohio, doubted, counted out, transferred, won Heisman Trophy, won the national championship, and then gets to go try to save another franchise in the Cincinnati Bengals like he saved Athens, like he saved LSU. It's perfect. I have no doubts. I have never been more sure about a draft pick than I have with Joe Burrow.